I'm Jordan Ramsey, and this is my kitchen. Welcome to Life is Food. And today we're going to be joined by a special guest. Hi, my name is Jamie Cauliflower, and he's going to be running the show for today. Today, we're going to bring healthy and fun all into one, with this wonderful breakfast plan for the whole family. First, you'll need 1 whole gallon of great value low-fat milk, 1%. And 1 bowl, specifically the one with the blue line, because that tells you the level to which we'll fill the milk. 1 standard spoon, I know we have a serving spoon and a gravy spoon. This would be our conventional, just run-of-the-mill spoon. A measuring cup that has a maximum of 4 cups or 1 quart volume. And to top it all off, with Simply Nature, a simple choice. Original shredded wheat, 100% whole grain wheat cereal, spoon size. 1 box of this will do. To begin, take your bowl and carefully open the box. As you can see, the person before me was not cautious in this way and actually damaged the item. Pull the bag out, open it up so there's enough room for the cereal to flow, and we're going to use that blue line I mentioned before. And just carefully shake some in the bowl. Okay, just a little bit more. It just takes a... Don't worry about that one. It just takes a little bit of finesse just to get it exactly to the right level. I'm actually a little bit over, so I'm going to take some out and put them back in the box for later. Now, here comes the tricky part. As you can see here, we have increments of the different volumes or amounts of liquid that we're going to be applying. But for this size of bowl, and specifically original shredded wheat, 100% whole grain wheat cereal, spoon size, this takes 2 1/3 cups of 1% low-fat milk. So we're going to set our measuring cup on the counter, open the jug of milk, and really carefully come all the way up to our 2 1/3. Almost there. And there we have it. This is a really enjoyable process. Now, tilt your measuring cup, and be sure to cover all of them because they will really soak in and be saturated by the amount of milk you put in. It's okay if there's a little bit still rising above the level of the milk, but that's just how it goes sometimes. It'd be that way sometimes. Now, all that's left is to give it a taste. Since we use the original shredded wheat, 100% whole grain wheat cereal, spoon size, this actually doesn't have the icing on top of some conventional versions, so as far as your health is concerned, your body will thank you. Wow, there's just so much going on. It's like a symphony in my mouth. It's like we have the 1% milk, so it's like regular milk, but there's a lot taken away. So you can really focus on the nothing. And then we just have these little pieces of shredded up wheat. It's like if you had a combine and someone was cleaning it out and you clumped it up and put it in milk, and that's exactly what it tastes like. And I love it. As a final touch to our breakfast, we're going to wash it all down with a nice big cup of chocolate milk. Start with a simple measuring bowl. You can see it's incremented with 1/4, 1/2, and 3/4 volume. Place it on the counter and take your Berry Hill chocolate flavored syrup. Net weight 24 ounces, 1 pound, 8 ounces, or 680 grams. Open the cap, and we're going to fill to about 1/4 cup. Watch it, careful, don't want to go too much. Right there. Now, with this, we're going to move over to our normal glass, but to save the environment, we actually use plastic so animals don't cut their feet. Take the same jug of milk that we use for the cereal, because if you If you use two different types, your body doesn't know how to respond. It's already learned to process the 1% low-fat milk. But if you switch it up to whole milk or 2%, your body's like, what the crap just happened? Take a different measuring cup, because the one we had before was for cereal, but this one's for smaller volumes. And we'll go to 1 2/3 cups. Again, with the same level of finesse and delicateness that you used before, we're going to fill up to this level. Right there. Take your plastic glass for the environment and pour it in. Look at that. It almost looks good enough to drink already. Take our chocolate and dump it in. If there's a little bit left in the bowl, that's for the kids later. Drizzle it on top like Starbucks, and there you go. Now take your spoon again. You can use really any type of spoon that you like. Before we used just the conventional tablespoon, but you can also use a ladle or a stirring spoon. But it really doesn't matter too much as long as you use the same technique. So you're gonna have to pinch it pretty high up because the level of the milk and chocolate is going a long way. But you know it's really good when you can see it just piling up on the bottom. Focus the rotation on the tip of the spoon, just to really agitate everything, settle down there. And there you go. Let's try it. That's the best ever. So for lunch, for us normal people, others call it dinner. But we're gonna make a grilled cheese sandwich. These are the ingredients. A nice, simple, well-bleached white bread. And it's also good for the rest of your body. If you leave some of the bleach in, it's kind of a purifying agent through your whole system. And 1 slice of wrapped sandwich cheese. It doesn't matter if this is a real cheese, as long as it's a cheese-like substance, that'd be a fair compromise. We're gonna grab the little piece of flap that really makes up the wrapper and pull up. If you pull a little bit off, just throw it on the floor. And we're gonna fold it over a little bit so we can actually stick our dirty thumbs on the cheese. Finish opening it. Now, it doesn't matter which slice of bread you put it on, because you're gonna close it up in the end and you can flip it over and it's just the same. But I'm gonna choose the right one, because it literally says it's the right. Then we're gonna slide it to the middle of the plate for symmetry. Place the top on. And now, this wouldn't be a grilled cheese without some heat involved. Most of the time, and if you're really serious about it, you'll use a griddle. But this is the modern age. We don't have time for that mess. So we're gonna use a microwave. Now, some people like it for different amounts of time, but we really need to be thorough, so we're gonna go for 1 minute. All right, time to enjoy. It may take a little time to cool down just so your little kids don't burn their fingers, but I'm a real man, so I can handle it. The bottom, the heat from the cooking process has really brought the moisture in just to really add depth and texture to the bread. And on the top, it's acted as kind of ventilation, so the cheese smell is kind of radiated through, just like the radiation we just cooked it in. Yeah, look at that. This cheese just looks like a faint film of like highway paint. To finish up a well-rounded meal like the one we just had, we'll have some orange juice. Now, the recommended serving size for orange juice is generally 1/3 cup. Pour it in, and there we go. Move your plastic glass over, because nature, and pour it in. Whether you use fresh orange juice or freshly squeezed or from a can, it's all right, because it's still good. Delicious. Now for supper. We have 1 can of Van Camp's pork and beans. This is specifically the net weight of 8 ounces or 227 grams. The good manufacturers of these cans actually include this tab that you can pull up and open the lid, instead of risking life and limb with a normal can opener. So get your fingernail under it. If it pulls it up a little bit, it's okay. Pull it up until you hear pop. There you go. Rest your middle finger on this little indentation and twist up. Back down, back up, down and up, and off. And now we'll take our big yellow bowl and dump it in. Make sure it's all consistent and at the same level. Get in here. Smooth it out. And there you go. Let's put it in the microwave for about, it really doesn't take much, we'll say 5 seconds. Take it out and enjoy it with your family. It's a really interesting flavor combination. It's like they put no salt, they actually put sugar instead. It'll surprise everyone. For our beverage to go along with dinner, we're gonna go crazy because we've eaten so healthy so far today. We're actually gonna have a soda. Now, contrary to popular belief, Mountain Dew is actually the lowest tier of the lemon lime soda category. Mountain Lightning from Food Lion is actually far superior. We're going to use the same glass from before because washing too many glasses is actually bad for your hands. It'll actually soak the water into your hands and then it'll dry right back out and you'll be chapped. So we're going to use the same glass for the sake of water and our hands. Open the bottle. Listen to that. Pour it right in there. We're not even going to use a cup because we're going cray-cray tonight. Now, we don't want to splurge too much, but right there is good. It actually might be a good combination with milk. Who knows? That's pretty great. To finish off such a splendid day, we have whole grain, crunchy granola bars with oats and honey. For some extra flavor, we're going to add Hershey's Cocoa. And because this actually has no sugar included, natural and sweetened, we can add some sprinkles. So we're going to open the wrapper. You can see these little perforations at the end. They give you a good point to tear. With the technique we've shown you in previous episodes, we're going to give these each bar a pinch of hot cocoa. There we go. Now for the sprinkles. Let's use a different hand so we don't get cocoa in there. Not too much. Now to give it a taste, I'm gonna call Jordan back over to eat some with me. Here's yours.
This looks really good. I'm gonna take this one.
All right, I guess you know which one's good.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
Now, you can choose whether you want the really powdery side or the plain side. I'm a simple man. I'll take the plain side.
I'm gonna take the powdery side.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Dink it. Wow.
That's really good.
It's got a bite to it.
Got a lot of cocoa. Because I ate the cocoa side.
And then the cocoa really, like any moisture that was possibly here in this bar is just gone now. It's really neat to see how much like a desert it can be.
You can just really taste a little bit of sugar in there. Just make you happy.
Each bar has about 7 grains of sprinkles, and that's ridiculous overkill, but I understand. But you know, at the end of such a really balanced and healthy meal, we get to splurge a little bit.
That's all for today. I'm Jordan Ramsey.
And I'm Jamie Cauliflower.
And this is Life is
Food.